Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. I'm Muhammad Sadil Islam Sarkar again in front of you to discuss with some important topic. Today I'll discuss with an important topic that is herd immunity. Nowadays it's a very common discussion within the people. What about herd immunity? What is herd immunity? What does herd immunity mean? General people has a very curiosity about herd immunity. If it is a easy way to protect ourselves from coronavirus infection, this will be better. General people are discussing about this. But actually, herd immunity is not so easy. Herd immunity with vaccination, okay, fine, it is easy. It is okay. But herd immunity without vaccination, is it okay? Herd immunity without vaccination or with previous infection, or with the history of previous infection, is it okay? Or herd immunity through natural immunity, through natural bodily immune response, is this okay? To make this clear, it's a very long topic. More videos are required to make it more clear. Today I will try to discuss about herd immunity. What about herd immunity actually? So herd immunity, the resistance of high proportion of individuals to the spread of contagious disease. Herd immunity means high proportion of individuals are immune to the contagious disease. Herd immunity actually is a counteraction. Herd immunity is an inhibition. Herd immunity is an obstruction. Herd immunity is a hindrance of high proportion of individuals to the spread of the contagious disease. What about contagious disease? Contagious means it's a catching the disease which communicable or to the spread of the nosogenic disease. It is also infectious, but all infectious diseases are not contagious. This should be very clear. A high proportion of individuals to the spread of the contagious disease, to the spread of the nosogenic disease, to the spread of the infectious also, to the spread of the catching disease. This is about herd immunity. I mean, the resistance, the counteraction, the inhibition, the hindrance, the obstruction of high proportion of individuals in a community to the spread of the contagious disease. That is about herd immunity. Herd immunity, also known as herd effect. Before going this, I would like to say about herd immunity. Some people are thinking herd means HARD, hard, that is difficult, but actually the spelling is not HARD, it is HERD, herd immunity. Herd immunity, also known as herd effect, it also known as society immunity, it also known as social immunity. It can be also defined as cumulative immunity, or population immunity, or community immunity, or it can be said as group immunity. That is herd immunity. Actually, herd immunity is a form of indirect protection. Herd immunity is a form of indirect protection from contagious disease, whether through vaccination or through previous infection, thereby providing a measure of protection for individuals who are not immune. That is, herd immunity is a form of indirect protection for individuals, whether through vaccination or through previous infection or through natural immunity, thereby taking a step of protection for individuals who are not immune, providing thereby providing a measure of protection for individuals who are not immune. That is herd immunity. In a population, where there is where a large number of individuals possess immunity, in a population where a large number of individuals show immunity, in a population where a large number of individuals reflect immunity, in that case, chains of infection uh, to spread is disrupted. In that case, chains of infections are more likely to be hindered. The chains of infection of that contagious disease are more likely to be broken out, broken up, which either stops or slows the spread of the disease, which ultimately stops or slows the spread of that contagious infectious disease towards the community. So this is all about roughly about herd immunity. One more thing, if I say in another way, the greater the greater the number of or greater the proportion of immune individual in a community, uh, the greater the proportion of immune individual, those who are immune, those who are taking vaccine, or by any other way, those who are immune in a community, the smaller the probability that non-immune individuals will come into contacts with an infectious individual. I am saying again, the greater the proportion of immune individuals in a community, the smaller the probability of non-immune individuals to come in contact with an infectious individual, thereby providing a shield for non-immune individuals to that infection, thereby providing thereby providing some protection, thereby providing some defense for non-immune individuals to that infection. That is, if proportion is high, the infection rate will be small. The greater the proportion, the smaller the probability of infection in case of herd immunity. So, if I say again, the greater the proportion of immune individuals in a community, the smaller the probability that non-immune individuals will come into contacts with an infectious individual, helping to shield non-immune individuals from that infection. So, this is about the proportion. This is about the possibility. This is about the probability. So, if I say herd immunity, actually does not apply to all diseases. It should be very clear. Herd immunity does not apply to all diseases. Just those that are contagious. What I have said earlier. Just those that are contagious plus infectious, not only for infectious disease, those that are catching, that are communicable, that are nosogenic. That means they can be transmitted from one individual to another. That is contagious disease. So, if I say again herd immunity is the indirect protection from contagious infectious disease that happens when a population is immune, either through vaccination or immunity developed through previous infection. That is called bodily immune response, natural bodily response towards the pathogens or towards the contagious infection. That is herd immunity. This means that even people who are not vaccinated or in whom the vaccine doesn't trigger immunity, very important discussion. Uh, this means that even people who are not vaccinated or in whom the vaccine doesn't trigger immunity, in whom the vaccine or the vaccines do not gear up immunity, or the vaccine doesn't hammer immunity, are protected. That means those non-vaccinated or not immune people are protected, because people around them who are vaccinated, who are immune, will act as buffers between them and an infected person. I'm saying again, uh, this means that who are not vaccinated or in whom the vaccines do not trigger immunity are protected, because people around them who are vaccinated, who are immune, will act as buffers between them and an infected person. What about buffers? The thing or a thing that prevents an incompatible or antagonistic things from coming into contacts with or harming each other. That means buffers means a thing that prevents incompatible or antagonistic things from coming into contacts with or harming each other. Any incompatible things, any antagonistic things will not come in contact to make any harm. That is buffer. That means in that case, an immune person will act as buffer between them and an infected person, so that this pathogen, I mean in this case, SARS coronavirus 2, that is novel coronavirus, will be able to come in contact with non-immune person. That is, immune person will act as a buffer between an infected person and a non-immune person. That is herd immunity. Once herd immunity has been established, I'm saying again, once herd immunity has been established and are established for a while, and the ability of the disease, I mean, once herd immunity has been established for a while, and the ability of the disease to spread is hindered, the disease can eventually be eliminated. I just want to make it clear. Once herd immunity has been established for a while and the ability of the disease to spread is hindered, the ability of the disease to spread is impeded, the ability of the disease to spread is interrupted. Once herd immunity has been established for a while, the ability of the disease to spread is blocked or blocked or discontinued. And what will be the consequence? The disease can eventually, this disease can, in the long run, the disease can at last, or disease can, in the end, be eliminated. That means the disease ultimately or finally or in the long run will be deleted, will be demolished, will be rooted out or will be uprooted. That is the disease will ultimately be alleviated from the community. This is all about herd immunity. So we should know the real fact of herd immunity. we should know about the information about herd immunity, and we should understand about the reality. We should realize the reality of herd immunity. And one more thing, we should know and we should have knowledge about the truth of herd immunity. And this is my suggestion. We should share the fact of herd immunity. We should announce, we should report about the reality, about the actuality of the herd immunity, and we should talk about this reality. We should talk about this actuality about herd immunity. Otherwise, people will not be aware about herd immunity. They will just discussing about herd immunity, and they will say herd immunity will be better for the people. So we need to know, we need to talk about, we need to spread, we need to share, we need to report about the reality and actuality of herd immunity. We should try to adopt practical and pragmatic measures to control the COVID-19. We should try to adopt effective and efficient avenues to save ourselves from the infection, from the disease caused by novel coronavirus. We should have applied and functional ways to protect ourselves from the infection of novel coronavirus, not through herd immunity. I'm saying again, not through previous infection, not through natural immunity, because I will say about this why it is not feasible in the next video. So we should protect ourselves. We should adopt some practical and pragmatic measures. We should adopt some effective and efficient avenues to save ourselves from this novel coronavirus infection, not through herd immunity, or not through previous infection, or not through a natural immunity. In order to save ourselves, in order to protect ourselves, in order to defend ourselves, and in order to be secure, in order to stay out of danger from the infection of novel coronavirus. So I think the definition of herd immunity is almost clear. It will have a very good conception about herd immunity. What does actually herd immunity mean? So in the last, I would like to say COVID-19, please, COVID-19 is taking so much from us. COVID-19 is snatching, COVID-19 is catching so much from us. COVID-19, if I say in a negative way, COVID-19 is stealing, COVID-19 is thieving, sieging so much from us. We are losing a lot of valuable souls each and every day. So we should be very aware about the information, about the fact about COVID-19 and about herd immunity. So COVID-19, I'm saying again, COVID-19 is saying COVID-19 is taking, COVID-19 is nabbing, COVID-19 is robbing a lot of valuable souls. COVID-19 is taking so much from us. But COVID-19 also giving us something special, the opportunity to come together as one humanity. COVID-19 providing some opportunities to come together as one human being, as one human beings collectively, the opportunity to come together as one united human being, the opportunity to come together as one united nation. This COVID-19 is providing this opportunity in front of we people. So the opportunity to come together as one humanity, and the opportunity uh, to work together, the opportunity to learn together, the opportunity to grow together. And this COVID 19 is providing an opportunity to think together, to fight together against this COVID 19, against this novel coronavirus infection. And this COVID 19 is providing a good opportunity for the human being to stand together, to withstand together in front of this novel coronavirus infection. So, number today, more when I meet with you again with some another important avenues, with some another important aspects of herd immunity. Inshallah, next videos will be available for you within a few days. Inshallah, number today, more when I meet with you again. Inshallah.